and watch the whole entire show. Now, some of the experiments I can't do here in this country because I haven't been able to find sources things. So right now we're looking for a battery. Now we know that they have batteries. It's just finding the store that carries the batteries because this area that I'm in is more like living in the country or something. So it's like really low key. You can leave your door open. You don't have to really worry about anything, all that kind of stuff. It's like I say, it's not like the bustling cities. So it's very peaceful and is a lot of trees and that kind of stuff around here. So people have shops, not stores. There is no real big chain stores here. I think the only big chain store that we have is 7-Eleven. That's the only big chain store that we have. But there is no other big chains. There's no McDonald's. There's no Burger King. There's no Best Buy. None of that stuff is here in this country. So it's really laid back, but it makes it hard to buy stuff. I have to go over to Thailand to get some of my main components. Now I brought a lot of components with me, but I couldn't bring a battery onto um, the plane, and I'm talking about a 12-volt, 100 amp battery. They just wasn't letting me putting that in my bag and carrying it with me. So the best I could do was phone charger, and then they took my biggest phone charger and said it was too big. So they wouldn't even after a certain size they wouldn't even let that onto the plane. So again, I have done demonstrations without the battery, but it's on WhatsApp. So all you have to do is just get the information and I'll answer all those questions, show you the demonstrations, and if that doesn't please, go on to the YouTube channels and watch those. And yeah, I can ship it in, but remember Trump took my social security. So now I got to get the money. So we're waiting to next month to see exactly what my check is going to be. I hear what you guys were saying what my check is going to be, but I'll tell you what my check is going to be because I'm pretty sure they're going to take out Social Security and all kind of other taxes and so I'll let you know what.
it. Anyways, you what about the shipping from China? Like, isn't Laos closer to China, and China makes a lot of those components?
I'm on a program called Chili where they pay you to watch commercials. And I was like, hey, I don't have nothing else to do, so I'm flipping through the channel. And then I'm thinking, because the number is really, really high there, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna make all this money just from watching this stuff. They take 90% of the money. 90%. Okay. So they do stuff like this stuff. Okay. So they was like, okay, well, we gotta get paid first. So we're gonna give you all this money, but we're gonna take 90% and give you this percentage. So I'm expecting things like that. So I'm thinking, oh, I got this big. I'll let you know what they gave me because I already know for a fact that something weird is going to happen that I'm not expecting. Yes, this is 100%. The tools are there. And once you start doing the little stuff that I'm talking about, you're going to start seeing that all these people just going to go run away because it's ridiculous on what they say and they do. Because the simple fact is that when I told you about the little solar panel and just put it over the LED light, or if you take it, go on my YouTube channel. The only reason why I didn't tell people about the YouTube channel is because people say it's fake. But so how hard is it to take LED light and put it over a dollar store garden light and see if it works. That is number one. If we can just knock that one out of the ballpark. Does an LED light have enough light to charge the battery in one of those cheap dollar store things? So run it down. That means no energy in that battery. And then all of a sudden, put LED lights over it. And if it charges and the light comes on, that just knocks that right out of the thing. And it costs what? $2 to do this? I'm sure you got an LED light somewhere in the house, a light bulb in your thing. Anyway, that just knocks that out of the water. Then we go to the next problem, and then the next one, and the next one. All of a sudden, you start to see everything that I'm doing because this is how I ran my experiments is 100% true. Those people start going away because they can't troll us anymore. They can't tell you, oh, it's this. No, it's not because you've done it. They can only make people believe something who has not done it, and they're on the fence on believing it in the first place. Okay, this technically resistors. Do you understand why they call semiconductor transistors? And do you understand the reason why they call resistors? See, in a resistor, they put an element to slow down electricity. Okay. And a semiconductor does slow down energy. Okay. That means it doesn't allow so much energy in there, but it would be a very bad resistor. Matter of fact, you would destroy it. Yeah. We know what on and off means. Even though is what he's trying to say is that because it's flowing back the opposite way, that it's not technically off. But these are games that they keep playing. In your system, it reads that is no votes and votes. So yeah, we understand that they're running on these little nuanced words. They're trying to tell people, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But the more they do that, and then people figure out how and why I'm saying the words I'm saying, that I'm using them in a way that everyone understands, that I'm breaking this stuff down and expressing them in colorful ways so you guys can see it in your mind's eye, then yeah, those guys are going to be on there trying to say things how I say it, how I pronounce it, how I do all these different things in order to um, get you not to do these little tests that we're telling you to do so we can prove the technology that you can get energy you don't have to pay for. Because remember, they get mad when you use green energy. Is this green energy? Okay, all these words that we use, energy we don't have to pay for. So I don't have to use the word green energy. All I have to do is say energy we don't pay for. If we don't pay for it, there's your definition there.